The Campbell County Board of Education will begin the delicate process of producing a budget for the upcoming school year with a budget workshop session on April 23rd. If Director Donnie Poston's estimates are correct, that task will be made more complicated by a continuing drop in enrollment. We can possibly face another decrease of around 70 children next year, Poston told the board. He did not have to point out that losing that many students will mean additional cuts in state dollars that are calculated on the number of students enrolled. I want to encourage us all to be bold with our budget request, Chairman Josh Parker said. Nothing is more important to this county than education. With money promising to be tighter than ever, the board spent some time discussing a growing shortfall in the food services fund caused by students who fail to pay for cafeteria meals that they have charged. We need a process to accept credit cards, Scott Hill suggested. That would make it more convenient for parents to pay off mounting cafeteria charges. Do we have an upper limit on charges? Eugene Lawson added. If a student's family can't afford to pay for meals, they need to be on the free lunch program. If they can afford to pay, we need to be collecting those charges. Attorney Dale Cantrell told the board that in Anderson County, each student has a code number tied to an account. Parents pay a certain amount into the account and receive a letter notifying them when the balance nears zero. They can call in their credit card number and add money to the account, Cantrell added. If it reaches zero and they don't renew it, what do you do? Lawson asked. Cantrell admitted that students are not turned away from eating if their account balance has been exhausted. It's not really been a problem. It's an incentive-based program, Cantrell concluded. Sheriff's Deputy Shane Wolfenbarger appeared before the board to report on the Text-to-Tip program, where students are given a hotline number to text security officers if they observe problems. The program has led to preventing numerous fights, along with drug and tobacco violations, Wolfenbarger explained. We also had one bomb threat that was reported and led to an evacuation. He was asked if students who level false accusations or call in hoax tips has been a problem. We've only had 1 or 2 incidents of false accusations. If someone makes a habit of it, we can block their number from the line, Wolfenbarger explained, adding, it's a program and a good program. Students are more likely to report problems when their tips are anonymous. The board also approved an increase in travel reimbursement rates for staff and teachers who must travel to conferences or state-sponsored training programs to a maximum of $250 per day for either in-state or out-of-state travel. AFT spokesperson Sharon Marlowe explained after the meeting that the Tennessee Department of Education commonly schedules mandatory events at expensive venues such as the Opryland Hotel in Nashville when less expensive locations would suffice. They book these things where rooms and meals are really expensive, then leave it up to the local school systems to pay their own way, Marlowe pointed out. An investigator from the Tennessee Veterinarian Board spent a lot of time in Campbell County yesterday. Mayor William Baird tells WLAF News that the investigator was at the animal shelter on Toast Ring Road for about 3 hours and then spent an hour with him at his office at Jacksboro. While at the shelter, Bayard said the investigator just wanted to stay around a while and observe, in addition to meeting individually with shelter staff members. She went on to tell the mayor that after hearing all the allegations prior to her visit, that she was very surprised when she saw the facility, saying that she's visited many shelters over the years and that she's not seen many shelters cleaner and nicer than the Campbell County Animal Shelter. At issue are complaints from employees and others that shelter director Betty Crumley is operating the facility under abusive conditions. Crumley, who has run the shelter since 2009, has received threatening calls and emails. Bayard says it's been very difficult to conduct county business with all the phone calls and emails, especially when you're averaging 1 or 2 emails a minute like the office was last week. The mayor notes that it's business as usual until the investigation is complete. It will be up to the State Veterinarian Board to determine if there has been any wrongdoing. A trio of teens does damage with a dozer. 3 teens wreak havoc in a gated community on Norris Lake. Chief Deputy Aaron Evans tells WLAF that 18-year-old Jonathan Tyler Stanford, 19-year-old Logan Tyler Thompson, and Thompson's 18-year-old brother, Dylan Stone Thompson, all of La Follette, are facing multiple charges, including vandalism. According to Evans, around the 1st of March, the 2 18-year-olds broke in to a home that is under construction on Prestige Ridge and stole property totaling more than $1,000. The items were found at the home of Marvin Stanford on Old Long Hollow Road. Both Jonathan Stanford and Dylan Thompson attempted selling the property to Stanford's father, Marvin, for $120. About a week later, in the same gated community, the Villages, this time on Rainbow View Road, Stanford, Thompson, and Thompson's older brother, Logan, tell deputies that they hot-wired a piece of heavy equipment and drove it onto a semi-trailer, turning it on its side, destroying its contents, and then turning the heavy equipment and its loader on its side. Damage caused is estimated at more than $10,000. Near the end of March, Stanford and Dylan Thompson struck again in the Villages near the lake. Damages in this case are in excess of $10,000. The pair admits to running the victim's D5 dozer into the unfinished residence and knocking the porch off of the foundation. They then turned a Jayco camper on its side, totaling the camper. The trio's total number of victims is 5. All 3 teens are free on bond. It was a busy first 90 days of 2013 for the Campbell County Sheriff's Department. Deputies made more than 500 traffic stops, while the jail averaged 172 inmates a day. The complete 90-day activity report is found on our web channel and 1450WLAF.com. A child passenger safety event is coming to La Follette. It's as child car seat checkpoint and fingerprinting event hosted in the Food City parking lot on Tuesday, April 16th from 5 to 8 in the evening. Child fingerprinting is also being done. It's presented by the Campbell County Schools Coordinated School Health. Campbell County High School is proud to present an effort between the advanced vocal music class of John Edwards and the advanced theater arts class of Bill Joe Ralston as they present Young Frankenstein. These classes have merged for the spring semester in order to create a musical theater class and have worked to present a show which is sure to bring enjoyment to all students. We'll act, sing, and dance the night away as they present the hilarious version of the story of Dr. Frankenstein, his trusty sidekick Igor, his love interest Elizabeth and Inga, and of course the true love of his life, his scientific creation of the monster. There will be 2 showings, Friday, April 26th at 6:30 p.m. and Saturday, April 27th at 6:30 p.m. Tickets are $5 each and may be purchased from any class member or from Mr. Edwards or Mrs. Ralston at the high school. Tickets may also be purchased at the door, but seating is limited, so advanced ticket sales may be your best option. For your convenience, you may pre-order tickets for either show and collect your tickets at the will call table on the night of the show, but you must specify which night you will be attending. For more information, contact either Mr. Edwards or Mrs. Ralston at 562-8308. And all the above average temperatures we've been enjoying the past few days are ending on a stormy note tomorrow, Thursday. That's when highs in the 80s compared to average highs in the 60s collide with a strong cold front that's already brought snow and severe weather over much of the country. Rain and storms are expected to develop not long before lunchtime tomorrow, and the potential is there for some of the storms to become strong to even severe. Campbell County is in the slight risk category for severe weather tomorrow. Keep in mind that you'll hear the latest watches and warnings first over 1450 WLAF radio and TV channel 12, AM 1450, WLAF.com. And that's the news for this Wednesday. We'll be right back with a press release from the Sheriff's Department. And there are 7 names on our report today. 7 people have been booked in to the Campbell County Jail in the past 24 hours. Joseph M. Clark, 35, of Stinking Creek Road, La Follette, on 2nd count of violation of probation. Jason DeWayne Lloyd, 27, of Pike Lane in Caravel, for theft of property under $500, possession of a Schedule II controlled substance, and possession of drug paraphernalia. 23-year-old Matthew Boyd Martin of Walden Ridge Road in Jacksboro, for public intoxication and disorderly conduct. Jennifer Ellen Trout, age 40, of Pinecrest Road in Jacksboro, for probation revocation warrant. Casey Deshay Walden, 34, of Glade Springs Road, La Follette, for theft of property under $500. 23-year-old Tara Desiree White of Lake City on a capious bench warrant and an attachment for child support. And last today, James Robert Williams, 26, of Petros, for contempt of court. And that's a look at the news and the press release. Thank you for joining us for this midweek edition of the news. Be sure to join us again tomorrow. We'll be right back here at the same time.
We sing happy birthday to you, and may all your dreams come true.
Happy, happy birthday.
Oh,
this is your birthday song.
Oh,
Celebration all night long.
oh,
May all you
Hey, Big Josh with you on this Wednesday evening and looking at our birthday and anniversary club. We want to do our birthdays here. The Birthday and Anniversary Club brought to you by WLAF and Eastside Pizza and Deli, located in Food Line Shopping Center. Today's birthdays, Betty Sue Nails is having a birthday. Happy birthday to you, Betty Sue. And Lisa McGregor celebrates today. Happy birthday, Lisa. Jackie Eugene West turns 43 years old today. Happy birthday, Jackie Eugene. And Amy Rutherford is celebrating today. Happy birthday to you, Amy. Yesterday, Joyce Melton celebrated. And happy birthday to Joyce. Our anniversary today, Carolyn and Danny Gibson. They're celebrating 48 years. So happy anniversary to Danny and Carolyn, and we hope you all have a great day. We hope all of you have a great day. And if you're celebrating your birthday or anniversary, we want you to have a great day too. But remember, the only way that you can qualify for our drawing on Friday, and you could win if you happen to be in the drawing, you're eligible to win a birthday dinner for two or an anniversary dinner for two, and that'll be from WLAF and Eastside Pizza and Deli. Hey, good Lord willing, we'll do all this again tomorrow. Good night.
Started out a long time ago, working hard to make heaven my home. Better than living in sin astray. I love the good old gospel way.